Anne Boleyn, Boleyn, 6, 7, 8, circa 1501 to 19 May 1536, was Queen of England from 1533 to 1536, as the second wife of King Henry VIII. The circumstances of her marriage and of her execution by beheading for treason and other charges made her a key figure in the political and religious upheaval that marked the start of the English Reformation. Anne was the daughter of Thomas Boleyn, 1st Earl of Wiltshire, and his wife, Lady Elizabeth Howard, and was educated in the Netherlands and France. Largely as a maid of honor to Queen Claude of France, Anne returned to England in early 1522, to marry her Irish cousin James Butler, 9th Earl of Ormond. The marriage plans were broken off, and instead she secured a post at court as maid of honor to Henry VIII's wife, Catherine of Aragon. Many legends and stories about Anne Boleyn have existed over the centuries. One is that she was secretly buried in Sal Church in Norfolk under a black slab near the tombs of her ancestors. 168. Her body was said to have rested in an Essex church on its journey to Norfolk. Another is that her heart, at her request, 169, was buried in Arwarton Church, Suffolk by her uncle Sir Philip Parker. Citation needed. In 18th-century Sicily, the peasants of the village of Nicolosi believed that Anne Boleyn, for having made Henry VIII a heretic, was condemned to burn for eternity inside Mount Etna. This legend was often told for the benefit of foreign travelers. 170. A number of people have claimed to have seen Anne's ghost at Hever Castle, Blickling Hall, Sal Church, the Tower of London and Marwell Hall. 171, 172, 173. One account of her reputed sighting was given by paranormal researcher Hans Holzer. In 1864, Captain, later Major General, J.D. Dundas of the 60th Rifles Regiment was billeted in the Tower of London. As he was looking out the window of his quarters, he noticed a guard below in the courtyard, in front of the lodgings where Anne had been imprisoned, behaving strangely. He appeared to challenge something, which to Dundas, looked like a whitish, female figure sliding towards the soldier. The guard charged through the form with his bayonet, then fainted. Only the captain's testimony and corroboration at the court-martial saved the guard from a lengthy prison sentence for having fainted while on duty. 174. In 1960, Canon W.S. Pakenham Walsh, vicar of Sulgrave, Northamptonshire, reported having conversations with Anne. 175.
So yeah, I'm trying to figure out what the importance of this of this image is here, because I seen the advertisements for I believe it was on Apple TV for the new show here. Hold on. There we go. Don't like the Smithsonian, but we'll see what they have to say. They've loaded. Let's see here.
Why the controversy over a black actress playing Anne Boleyn is unnecessary and harmful long before Jodie Turner-Smith's miniseries came under criticism. British Indian actress Merle Oberon portrayed the Tudor Queen.
The Tudor Queen. She's a British Indian, huh? wonder why they classify her that, but let's just see where she comes from. Hold on. Oh, it's all over the place. No thanks. Let's see here first. We'll do this.
We have these iconic figures from history and literature, who people feel possessive about in some way, says scholar Miranda Kaufman, author of Black Tudors, The Untold Story. But you have to remember that it's not a historical reconstruction. It's a thriller. It's a drama. It's entertainment. Channel 5.
Jeez, man, this thing's just acting wild tonight.
When British broadcaster Channel 5 announced the cast of its Anne Boleyn miniseries last October. The show's eponymous star, black actress Jodie Turner-Smith, faced immediate backlash from critics who objected to a woman of color portraying the white Tudor queen. The racist overtones of this outcry were not lost on Turner-Smith, who tells Glamour's Abigail Blackburn that she knew it would be something that people felt very passionately about. Either in a positive or a negative way, because Anne is a human in history who people feel very strongly about. As the actress adds, she responded to the criticism by focusing on the story she and the series creators wanted to tell, a human story of Anne as a mother.
Makes you wonder, right? If people feel so strongly about her and having her portrayed a certain way, it makes me wonder why they scatter her bones, right? Why do they make it seem as if no one knows where her remains are? Because with the technology you have today, wouldn't you just dig up these bones and have a DNA test run on them, right? When you publicize it and make it known, so the so-called offended parties no longer feel offended? Because to me, it's one of those thou dost protest too much, right? We're so upset that you are playing a character that we feel look like this, that we don't want anyone else coming along playing that character, and the directors, the visionary of the directors and those that are close to them are saying, we want this as the image of this woman Anne here. You have people pulling in two different directions. Directors in their vision is going one way, and the people in their emotions are going the other way. It's like, don't tell us a lie, or don't take the lie from us, because we already know what the truth is. I mean, it seems like they're protesting too much. Let's see here. Wow, come on. Should have known.
The three-part production, which premiered earlier this week, revisits the final days of Anne's life from her own perspective, framing the intrigues of Tudor court as a psychological thriller rather than a historically accurate period drama. In addition to Turner-Smith, the show features black actors Papa Esidu as Anne's brother and Thalissa Teixeira as the Queen's cousin. Instead of practicing color-blind casting, the show's creators adopted an identity-conscious approach to choosing its stars, reports Flora Carr for RadioTimes.com. Mark Stanley, a white actor who portrays Anne's husband, the mercurial Henry VIII, tells RadioTimes.com that it was all about this being the right person for the job, rather than what we as a society might perceive as the right look for the job. Anne Boleyn was beautiful, witty, vibrant, intelligent, and Jodie is all of those things. Quote,
So Jodie Turner Smith. Now that was interesting. That Smithsonian article says she was British Indian. And it says here, born 7th of September 1986, is a British actress and model based in the US, not in America. Funny, because Ice Cube, right? He's an American. She's US. Known for her work in The Last Ship, Night Flyers. Let's see. Yeah, Petersburg, England, UK actress. I want to see where he was born in Petersburg, England, to Jamaican parents. She is the only one of her siblings who was not born in Jamaica. Huh. See, I'm just getting caught up in the small stuff. Resides in Petersburg until she was 10. After her parents' divorced, she immigrated to the U.S. with her mother, brother, and half sister. Maryland, Turner, University of Pittsburgh. It's just the small stuff. I just thought it was interesting when I seen some of the comments about this woman playing this role, and just the little details, because to me, I think I know what they're trying to tell us when they cast her as as this Anne character here. I was just thinking about what's the small gems we could have picked up along the way, but I don't think I've really found anything today. So it's just someone to revisit.